Good morning, students. Now, last class we discussed about nodal analysis, and also we did one example problem on this nodal analysis. Also, in our today's class, we are going to discuss about some important definitions. So, let us see what are the definitions. So, let us see the first one is resonance. What is a resonance? So let's say the definition of the resonance. Electrical resonance occurs in an electrical circuit at a particular resonant frequency when the impedance and admittance of a circuit elements cancelled each other. In some circuits, this happens when the impedance between the input and output of the circuit is almost zero. This is the definition for the resonance. So let us see the explanation for this resonance. So here what we are going to explain means, so when this resonance is occurred in our electrical circuits. So in our previous classes we see that RLC series circuit. In RLC series circuit, it contains a reactance value, that means XL, that is the inductive reactance value, and capacitive reactance is also present in the system. Okay, now, so impedance is expressed as a Z is equal to R plus J XL minus XC. This is the basic equation for the impedance in a AC circuits. Here we are considering that XL is equal to XC. So if XL is equal to XC, then what happened to the impedance? Z is equal to R plus J XL minus XC. Here XL is equal to XC. Then this Z is equal to the R. That means if inductive reactance is equal to the capacitive reactance, okay na? If inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance, that means XL is equal to XC. These two both gets cancelled. Then in our circuit it generates only resistive network. All the inductive effect and capacitive effect becomes zero. Okay, now that means our entire circuit becomes resistive circuit. So if the circuit is purely resistive means, then what about the phase angle and phase angle between the voltage and current? That means for a resistive circuit, the voltage and currents are in phase. So here what we are explaining means, when this XL is equal to XC, at that condition our circuit is called as a resonant circuit. Okay na? So in other way we can explain as, when our circuit becomes purely resistive circuit, then it is called as a resonant circuit. At which frequency we are getting this XL is equal to XC, that frequency is called resonance frequency. That means if you consider XL is equal to, what is the formula? 2 pi FL. Here frequency is existed in the system. Similarly, if you consider XC, that is, there is also XC is equal to 1 by 2 pi FL. There is also frequency. At which frequency this XL becomes XC, that frequency is called as a resonance frequency. This frequency is changed for circuit to circuits, depends upon the that parameters, like capacitive parameters or inductive parameters. If these parameters are changed, then the frequency also changes. So at which frequency this XL is equal to becomes XC, that frequency is called as a resonant frequency. That where this resonant frequency occurred in the circuit, that circuit is called as a resonance circuits. So that is the about resonance. Resonance means in a circuit when XL is equal to XC, that is called as a resonance condition. Why we are going to study this resonance means this is mainly applicable in signals and systems. That means if you want to send a signals of particular frequency or particular range of the frequency, then at that situation we are using this concept, resonance concept. For example, if you take the radio, so for particular frequency only that radio have been in on state. If you change the frequency, that automatically that radio channel is gets turned off and it is connected to the another channel. So that is the concept here we are using. That means if we are sending to the signals with certain frequency, for fixed frequency only that circuit is accepts the input. Okay na? So here we are using this resonance concept in radios practically. So this is about the resonance. So let us see what is quality factor. So it is defined as the ratio of peak energy stored in a resonator in a cycle of oscillation to the energy lost per radian of cycle. That means here we define quality factor as a ratio of energy stored per cycle to the energy lost per cycle. This is the simple definition for the quality factor. What is that definition? Energy stored per cycle to the energy lost per cycle for a particular wave shape. Okay na? So this is the one of the definition for quality factor. There is another definition. It is defined as the region of resonant central frequency to the bandwidth which is subject to the oscillation forces. That means here another definition for the quality factor is resonance frequency to the resonance bandwidth. Okay na? So here Fr by delta F, where Fr is the resonance frequency and delta F is nothing but the bandwidth. So here quality factor plays a important role in electronic circuits, particularly in signals and systems. Why? Because based upon this quality factor only we are designing the some elements. Okay na? So for example, here some basic concepts is, if the quality factor is very low, then the system is called as a overdamped systems. Okay now, that means the oscillations is not possible. If the quality factor is high, then that systems is called as a underdamped systems. And third one is, if the quality factor is in medium range, that means equal to 0.5, then the system is called as a critically damped. So practically this quality factor is in between 0 to 1. That means it is present between 0 to 1. Okay, now depends upon these quality factors only the system is designed. So this is about the quality factor. So let us see the next, bandwidth. So what is the bandwidth? Bandwidth is difference between the upper frequency and lower frequency in a continuous band of frequency. It is measured in hertz. So previously, if you see this quality factor, there is no units for the quality factor. Why? Because if you see here, this is frequency, this is also frequency. That means both are in frequencies. both are frequency. If we cancel each other, then this there we get it is a unitless quantity. So this quality factor is a unitless quantity. But here coming to the bandwidth, both upper frequency and lower frequency both are frequencies. So the units of the bandwidth is hertz. Okay, now that is f2 minus f1. So this bandwidth also plays a very important role in electronics. Next, coming to the selectivity. Selectivity is a measure of performance to allow only some specific signals. That means selectivity. So what this selectivity is defined as in, it is a measuring performance to select the some particular signals. For example, if you take the radio signal, it allows only some particular frequency signals only. If beyond the other frequency, that means predefined frequencies, beyond that predefined frequencies, it is does not allows the other signals. Okay, na? So this is about the selectivity. Selectivity is generally measured in decibels. Okay, na? So these resonance, quality factor, and bandwidth and selectivity, all these are very important topics while discussing the series and parallel resonance circuits. Okay, now so from tomorrow onwards we are going to discuss about the series and parallel resonance circuits. So for detailed understanding of those topics, that means series and parallel resonance circuits, we must know all these parameters. That's why we are going to discuss, we have discussed all these topics in today's class. So in our next class we will start the series resonance circuit. Okay, na? So we are going to analyze the RLC series circuit. So what about the quality factor of the RLC series circuit? What is the bandwidth of the series RLC circuit? Okay, now at which point we get this resonance? So in our tomorrow's class we are going to discuss all these topics. Okay, Nama? So students, if you have any